Open the collected feces, add water and mix well, at small intervals, and digs a spoonful into the soil. He cuts the potatoes into chunks, and carefully covered them, and then he'd bury them in sparkling earth, and half a bottle of water. Just wait a while. He'd have a harvest full of potatoes, his only hope of survival for years to come. 2 months ago, a superstorm erupted on Mars. A team of Mars explorers was forced to terminate its mission prematurely. During an emergency evacuation, a piece of broken debris hit Matt just right. He disappeared from view, unknown for a moment. The system indicates that Matt's oxygen is leaking. He'll be dead in a minute. The captain tried to save him, but the ship has already been deflected. If we don't get back in time, everyone will die here. For the sake of more people, Ruth had to give the order to set sail. She took her surviving teammates and fled Mars as soon as she could. Looking at the empty seats, the faces of her teammates were filled with grief. NASA received the news, immediately released the sad news, in the name of the official announcement of Matt's death. But no one could have predicted. Matt had survived by accident. A thin iron rod pierced his spacesuit. He escaped the pain and hid in the base. He found some first aid, and looked in the mirror to treat his wounds. Luckily, it was just a flesh wound. All the equipment in the base still works. The only thing that's not working is the communication. I'm truly alone. The only thing I can think of now is to stay alive. 2 days later, the storm finally subsided. Matt went through all the cupboards to plan for a stockpile of food. It will be at least 4 years before the next exploration team. At least 4 years before the next exploratory team arrives on Mars. And all the food he has now will barely last a year. Luckily, in the last cupboard, there's a bag of experimental potatoes, an exciting project. He couldn't help but show it off. After going to the bathroom that day, he took a habitual glance, a perfectly normal scene. Suddenly, he thought of a good way, so he rushed to the locker. He took out the feces left by his teammates and surrounded the entire lab with plastic. Then he dug up some boxes of Martian soil and spread a thick layer. But to grow potatoes, it needs a huge amount of fresh water. That's almost impossible to do on Mars, where there's no grass. On Mars, where there's no grass,